I'm so excited to introduce you to IIlona Rubashevsky. I did it again. Can you say it, please?
Yes, IIlona Rubashevsky.
Rubashevsky. Yes, I only practiced like 27 times, but we got it. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on Her-Tastic journey. I'm honored to have you on. She is from Live Your Best Life Coach and is a mind surgeon, author, speaker, and the CEO again of Live Your Best Life. She has helped thousands of people remove the fear, the unworthy, not good enough, and I can't from their minds. I can't. I can't is no longer in our vocabulary, Ilona. And replacing it with yes, I can. I am strong. I am worthy. I am confident. I am unstoppable, right? All that fun stuff. Her clients thrive, they achieve their goals, and again, they live their best life with ease. Thank you so much, IIlona. She also has a free gift that we will talk about at the end. Again, welcome to Her-Tastic Journey.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charlotte. I thank you for having me on this program on Her-Tastic Journey. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you.
So let's get ahead and kick off. Tell me what has inspired you. What is your journey and your inspiration? How'd you get here, IIlona?
Well, to be honest, my inspiration has been my grandma. She was like, you can do anything and you can be anything. And she kept showing it. It wasn't just she was an accountant way back when women were, being a receptionist is like, oh, big, but normally stay-at-home wives who have no voice. And my other grandma was right under the CEO. So both grandmas were kick butt, strong women. And so they kind of were my inspiration.
I love that.
And then I was also very sheltered in life. I was also born in Ukraine, in Kiev, where the Eastern European culture is like, women are supposed to be quiet and supposed to be, helpful and silent and not speak their truth. And here I am being like, but I want to. And it's like, no. You're too thorny. You're too opinionated, tone that in. So I did that. And then I was like, so I was clearly not my true self. And so I was like, I have to do this, but I want to do that. And I just lots of the back and forth and the push and pull and the tug of war. And then I got married and got divorced. And the divorce took about, 13 years to get divorced.
How long were you married?
2 years.
Okay.
So had I known. Anyway, yes, 13-year journey. And this journey was actually one that was like a birth process for who I truly am, because the turmoil and it wasn't like just a peaceful divorce. Nobody has a 13-year peaceful divorce. It's a turmoil, high conflict, all of that stuff. And so it's like, I had to go through like hell and back multiple times, like figure out like Phoenix rising, like over and over and over and over again. I'm like, why do I keep going through all of this? How is it possible? And what am I still not learning? And now finally, it was like, oh, that's what I'm still not learning, or that's what I was not seeing. And that's what I was like spiritually bypassing or trying to ignore, being stuck in my, wherever it is I was stuck, pretending like I was learning the lessons. But in all honesty, I was like, nope, I'm not learning the lessons. I'm just pretending, masks, and still doing the same things of being X, Y, and Z and doing X, Y, and Z. And finally it's like, oh, that's what I had to learn. So after all that,
could you give me an example of what you were pretending to try to be? Or what give me a Y, an X or a Y? Like what was your X or your Y?
Being worthy. After going through a divorce, back to the dating field. I am worthy of blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, I noticed myself dating guys who would mistreat me again, kind of like, and still like dating the same guy with a different face.
Gotcha.
Right. And it's like, so it was like, oh, but I'm doing this differently. And there's different qualifications and he's nothing like that X. And so, yeah, different face, but same characteristics made me feel the same way. Reaffirmed my unworthiness, because
so you had a type, obviously, that your type was IIlona's not worthy.
The type was where IIlona has to lift them up because that's what I was taught to do. Lift up the men.
Okay.
Because, you know, that's the woman's job to make sure that I'm also Jewish. So the woman's job is to, you know, she's the neck of the family. The guy is the head of the family, but she's the neck. So wherever she goes and however she holds them up.
Well, like my big fat Greek wedding. There's a thing in that. Yeah.
So exactly, the woman's the neck. Exactly like that. So yes. And so here I am, have to make sure these guys, I'm supporting these guys. And right. And supposedly they're this like on the surface paper level, they're all strong and wonderful and confident and perfect and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, they've got their own closet full of skeletons and shiitakes. And I'm trying to like clear all this out and trying to help and trying to support and trying to, all the hands and all the things. Yeah. And I'm exhausted. I'm not happy. And I'm trying to earn my worth in being this amazing wife or amazing partner or amazing something while abandoning myself like I've been doing my entire life because I'm supposed to be, not thorny, not voice my opinion, just, help support the man because the woman's success is how well she marries and how well the guy is and how much she supports him and how much he needs her. So my husband I would know when he would start to get hungry because as soon as he gets hungry, it's like my ringtone for him was, honey, I'm starving. Because that was said so many times, I made it my ringtone because I had to know when he would start being hungry.
I think I read, I just want to say, I read an article years ago about when I first got married. You should just keep like fruit on the counter in case your husband gets hungry. And I was like, interesting concept. Why doesn't he just go buy his own fruit?
What if he doesn't like fruit? He doesn't
like fruit. How am I supposed to know that? When you said that, I was like, oh, again, how is it our responsibility to make sure you need to eat?
And in some cultures it is. And in some cultures, like fruit is not enough. It has to be a freshly made sandwich with the mayo to the mustard combo. I've not done that in 13 years because, we've been divorced for that long. And so it's like, it's relieving not needing to do that. So it's like, I didn't sign up to be a mom. I signed up to be a partner. I signed up to be this. And so no longer am I going to settle for those things. No longer. It's like, I've noticed the most recent thing I've noticed is I keep going for guys where it's the perceived promise of potential. I was like, oh, 3 Ps. Perceived promise of potential. So he's not even showing me the potential. It's the potential I'm seeing that he could have. And it's promising to do all these things. Oh, when I get to know you better, I'll do this. Oh, well, it's not yes, I like to do these things for my partner. It's like, are you doing them? No, you're not. So it's the perceived promise of potential. When I get this, when I become that, oh yeah, I'm taking these classes. Yes, you are great. And it's like, it's one thing to be, hey, I'm open to it and see the steps, but it's another thing to just be like, oh, believe the words. Talk is cheap. Talk is easy. Action.
So how do you overcome these challenges how do you overcome these challenging personality situations? How'd you overcome that? Or are you working on your journey of overcoming that still?
So me personally, I'm a masochist, and the 13-year divorce clearly states that, and I had to step on the same rake over and over with repeated because
then it boom in the face.
Yes, multiple times in the face. Like it just I keep needing to get hit with that because I do have this gift, I'll say, of seeing the best in people and seeing, yes, I can. And I do. And the thing is, it's like, I have lots of ex-boyfriends who have been previous boyfriends who've been like, oh my gosh, that person that you saw in me. Yes, I became that person. It's like, yes, I'm excited. I saw that person in you. Great. And it's like, it wasn't during the time with me, because with me, they're like, no, how dare you? And blah, 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 blah. It's like, but I see this in you. So yes, it's a gift. And it's like, okay, now I don't have to, because I was holding on. I'm like, you can be the amazing person you are. So now with this, I do that with my clients. I'm their biggest champion. I'm like, you got this. You can do this. But with boyfriends and partners, they're like, I don't want a coach, I want a partner. I'm like, I can't separate the two. I see greatness in you and I want to help. And then there's other ways of doing that, of course. So being somebody's biggest cheerleader is what I do for my clients. And with partners, it's like only if they ask and only if that. So now it's no, oh, I thought I turned it off.
So how would you describe your leadership style then in your business?
Leadership style in my business. I'm not quite clear to what you mean.
So I would say, IIlona, I want to hire you as my coach.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of leadership style would you think would motivate me if I was to become one of your, if I was to hire you? Like, how do you determine with your clients?
So it's not really about me, it's about what they need. Just like the love languages, I speak all of them proficiently, because it's like if somebody receives in touch, I mean, via Zoom, it's kind of hard. However, if somebody receives in words of affirmation or acts of service or whatever, that's the language I speak to them, because it's about when you're speaking to somebody, it's how they receive the information.
Okay.
It's not about what you're saying, because if you're saying something and they don't understand it, it's not going to help. So when you're saying, I see you, and they're actually like only they're auditory people, you can't, they'll be like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then,
Okay.
like, oh, I hear what you're saying. And they'll be, oh, yes, you do. Right? And so same thing with the leadership style. Some people need a cracking a whip. It's like, no, you're going to do it this way. Yes, I meant to bang my table. And other people are like, oh, I'm going to show me your anger. I'm going to love the anger into submission. And I'm going to love love all of your resistance and tell you it's okay. And so having it go from the loving all the yuckies about you, the shadow self, which you can't even love about you, to I'm going to crack a whip because you're not listening and you need the whip crack. All in between is going to be welcome. And I can do both. All in between, not just both. So,
I love that. I love that strategy. That's it. And I love that you, the love language, which is absolutely true. We all have our love languages. Some people like food. I personally, give me a sandwich, make some macaroni and cheese for me. I'm like, oh, I love food. So my love language is food. My husband, however, is not a foodie at all. And so that has been a stretch, for us. I want to say he does make a good sandwich though. That's how he got me to marry him.
And that's amazing, because here's the thing. If we're communicating, like, for example, you bring him food and that's not his love language, and he's speaking to you in his love language, like saying words of affirmation, and you're like, yeah, I don't care, give me food. So it's like you're giving each other high five and you're like missing.
We miss each other.
Why is this so exhausting? Why can't we just get each other?
Yes, that's exactly,
instead of like, yes,
true. That is exactly true.
So you need to speak in a language that they receive it in. Otherwise, it's like you can give him as many sandwiches as you want. And he's like, yeah, okay, thanks. I'm hungry. He doesn't appreciate that. No. But if he brings you sandwiches and food and you're like, oh, you love me so much. Thank you.
I'll tell you, that's how he proposed. He went to the grocery store and bought stuff to make me a sandwich. And I said, okay, I'm not even joking. And that sandwich led to a proposal. So here we are 30 years later. Yeah.
Amazing. He must be quite a sandwich maker. Oh my goodness.
Quite a sandwich maker, IIlona. All right, great. All right. So going back to your business. So how do you handle, so you're talking about your life and all that. How is that balancing out? How's that, finding the partner, working on the partner, and then your business? How is that working for you? What's the secret to that, are you still working on it?
So, I mean, I'm always a work in progress. Anytime I achieve my next level 10, like, oh yeah, from 0 to 10, when you do your, why am I blanking? The wheel of life, right? You're at a 10 in some area. Anytime you reach the 10, that becomes the new 0 and you have more room to grow. Because think of it this way, when you're climbing up to the top of the ladder, up to the fence, we'll say, because you've got the fence thing. So when you climb up to the fence, you can see so much more.
Oh, so much.
And so, and you see so much more up that way. And so you're like, oh, I want to be even higher. And then you climb up to this top belt. And then it's like, oh, look at all that wonderful stuff. I didn't know I could see so high. It's like people who are tall, they have all these, like, they can reach easily. I need a freaking ladder. I'm 5'2". I'm fun size.
Yeah, I'm 5'2" also.
I wear heels behind the desk, Yes. And so a mentor of mine, Jen, she from Genius Unlocked, she talks about how do you know? So sorry, I just missed the question.
It's okay. We're talking about our work and our life and how we connect them together, how we integrate them. So
yeah, so when you do that, when you balance that, thank you for reminding. So when you do that, it's like how you do one part of your life is how you do all parts of your life. So if you're kind of, and she also talks about how sex and relationships are, sex and wealth are, right? They're like, they're predictors of each other. So if you're failing in one, you're failing in the other. And so
I've not ever heard that before. Good analogy. I'll have to remember that.
Yes. So she talks about all those. And so basically, and I find it to be true, because here's the thing. It's like how you show up in one area, like, oh, I'm scared. You're going to approach relationships that way. You're going to be closed off in all aspects. Oh, I can't be open on my podcast. I can't be open with my clients, or I'm going to only have a certain limit. Right. And you're only able to take your clients as far as you're willing to go. And trust me, I've been through hell and back, and each time it gets lower and higher and lower and higher. And I'm just like,
I love that. I love that though. That's great. So because you're growing, right? And when you grow, you realize how far it is back over there.
Yeah. And the more experience you have, the less afraid you are to jump all the way down, because you know that you can get up very quickly because you've got those muscles built up.
That's right.
Mine's no longer like, yeah.
So do you have any advice that you would have for other women trying to achieve this balance?
Yes. Take a step in any direction, in any area you feel most comfortable taking that step in, and it will kind of circle through all other areas of your life. And also, Nike says it, just do it.
Would you mind sharing one step that you took that was maybe the pinnacle for you?
One step I took. So
on your journey?
On my journey, yes. Okay, here's a step. I've had chronic migraines since I was 8. Oh. Yes, chronic, where I've been on pills, I've been on diet watches, I had a neurologist since I was 10, who at some point said, hey, the only thing we can do is kill the blood cell, kill the nerve endings all around the perimeter of that. Yeah. Botox. There we go. I was like, you're going to do what to me? I'm still like, I'm barely a teenager. So I was just living with migraines and the level was like from 5 to 8, I was functioning. Level 9, I was like, ice pack, can't close, dark room and everything. And then 10, I was in the emergency room. So, and that's happened multiple times. And so it was those things. And so I thought I've tried everything I did. And then at some point, with a pharmacy in my, in my system and stomach, I was like, I heard a Hay House radio, and it was like, change your thinking. It's like, right now, just know that you're safe. It's like your thoughts are going in the future and in the past. And it's like, if you're right here at this moment in time, you are actually physically safe. No tigers running, chasing you. Your life's not in danger. So just kind of calm and ease and just know that you're safe. And so I was like, okay, so I practiced that for a little bit. And with changing my mind, shift my thoughts that way.
Yes.
No more migraines, like no more migraines. I've gotten rid of so many things with all of these things I do. So I make it sound easy.
I'm sure. No, there's no way that was easy. That was a lot. That was a lot. Those were a lot of steps.
It's simple and it's not easy, and it is possible. And I did. So basically I got rid of a whole alphabet soup worth of, endometriosis, SIBO, whatever the things are, and migraines and all that. I've gotten rid of things.
And all those XYZ partners.
Yes. Mm-hmm. By changing my thinking, hence the mind surgery. You go in without the tools, without the cutting utensils, you just go in and change the thoughts in your mind. Dig in there.
That's amazing, IIlona. I'm so happy that you were able to do that, because I can't even imagine. One of my sisters has migraines, and I've seen her go through it. I mean, I can't imagine. I've never had one, but I've seen people that have, and so that's amazing that you're able to do that.
Yeah, and I
Kudos
work on
to you, like kudos to you.
And it's like, I've got the sleep deprivation. I work on Tony Robbins events, 18, 20 hours per day for multiple days. And so I'm a senior coach with him. And so basically it's like, no problems, no migraines. I'm doing great, and it's been years. It's been about 6, 7 years with no migraines.
Wood.
I know, right?
You're going to be fine.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. My dog's not. Okay, wait. I do apologize.
Your dog's agreeing. Your dog is agreeing with this. It's amazing. See,
Bianca, it's all good, Bianca. No one's here.
We're knocking. We're making noise.
Bianca, no. I'm so sorry. All right. So let's go ahead and move forward. So what advice would you give to any other aspiring women entrepreneurs?
You got this. Just find something you're passionate about and you've got this. And women are naturally receivers. So just kind of like, just take the, set your intention, be a whole body, heck yes. And just kind of, yes, that's how you get into alignment. Just be a whole body, heck yes. Not like should I one toe in, one toe out? It's like, you don't want your significant other to be like, honey, I kind of love you. I'm one toe in,
I like you.
Yeah, I'm like, I love you 6 out of 10. You're going to be like, heck no, right? You want to be, I'm freaking yes. I'm a heck yes. I don't want to swear. I do in mine. I'm like, to you. So I'm 100% in. You need to be that. And then everything else will align. You need to go for it. You need to do it. You need to be the force that you are, right? So just do it. Just be a whole 100% yes. And you can do anything.
I love that. And that really just segues right into, you talked about your grandmothers, your 2 grandmothers being mentors, but have there been any other people in your life that have really influenced your career?
My daughter. My daughter. She's 13. She's got 3 businesses and she's like, I'm going to open this. She sets up an Instagram account and does it. She's like, oh, she's already been she's a published author and and public speaker since she was 10.
That's awesome. That's like so cool.
Yes. And she's a USA national champion in 2024. And now she's going to be competing again and for USA championships, hopefully.
So I'm going to say that DNA string from your grandmother through your mom to her runs very, very strong.
And the key thing is when we're in 100% yes alignment with ourselves, none of this like, should I not? Like get rid of that whole, because I've been in the should I not. I've done the dance, the straddling the middle of the fence and stuff. I've done the dance. I keep saying the fence because you've got that. So yes, I say the fence. Normally it's the dance line, like we're in the line. Yes, so exactly. It's like, should I not? Can I? Can I not? I can. No, I can't. It's like that whole like, yes, no. We do that all the time. We have doubts.
We have a few minutes left. I just want to say, what are your plans for your business? What are your future plans for your business? I know you're living in the present, but if you were to put yourself on that timeline and look out to the future and actually see your timeline, where is Ilona?
So Ilona is going to go off in multiple directions. And so I have Live Your Best Life. I also have a Divorce Made Easy, helping people get divorced in 12 weeks. So I'm going to have retreats where it's just going to be in like a weekend kind of thing where you kind of remove all the skeletons in the closet and you're going to emerge a completely different person with divorce papers ready to, be done and all of that stuff. So at some point I want to help people through all their yuck, all the challenges in life and the darkest moments in your life, help get you out of that and have you like rise like Phoenix. So that is where I'm at. Yes. Strong, beautiful, powerful, new you. Yes.
I love that. All right, Ilona, how can we find you?
www.liveyourbestlife.coach. I also have a podcast, Life Undressed. And I've got a few other podcasts, which are coming soon. And I have a free gift as well, which is we all get triggered all the time or at any point in time. So I've got 25 tips and tricks to holster your triggers in under 2 minutes. Yes, in the amount of time it takes to go to the bathroom, you're able to calm your triggers, the things of like you just want to like, or like just scream or something. So this way you're able to respond instead of react in like,
I love that.
You can't take back. And that's liveyourbestlife.coach/.
And I will have that link to your gift available. Once again, I'd like to really thank Ilona, Live Your Best Life Coach. Thank you so much for being on Hertastic Journey. I really appreciate you, and I'm glad that you came into my world.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charlotte. You're amazing. You're brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.